Welcome to Motivated by Faith, where we dive into powerful Bible stories, uncover God's truth, and find strength in His promises. If you're looking for encouragement, inspiration, and reminders that God is still in control, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into one of the most powerful stories of faith and endurance, the story of Job, a man who lost everything, questioned everything, but in the end, discovered that God's plan is always greater. If you've ever felt like life is testing you, like you're struggling to see God's hand in your situation, this story is for you. Job's life was full of peace and blessings. His family was happy, his land was full, and his heart was thankful. But even in the middle of joy, storms can form quietly in the distance. Job didn't know it yet, but his world was about to change. In the land of Uz, there lived a man named Job, a man unlike any other, faithful, righteous, and devoted to God. Job had everything: wealth, health, a loving family. He was respected in his community, known for his kindness, wisdom, and generosity. But beyond all his riches, Job had something greater: an unwavering trust in God. His 10 children, 7 sons and 3 daughters, were his joy. They gathered often to celebrate, and Job, a man of deep faith, would always pray for them, offering sacrifices to God, ensuring they remained pure before Him. While Job lived his life on earth, something was happening in heaven. A conversation was about to take place, one that would open the door to Job's hardest days.
Where have you come from?
From roaming the earth, watching its people.
Have you seen my servant Job? There is no one like him, faithful, upright, and devoted to me.
Of course he is. Look at how much you've given him. He has wealth, land, family, everything he could ever want. But take it all away, and I promise he will curse you to your face.
Very well. Everything he has is in your hands, but do not harm him.
Back on earth, everything still looked calm. But out in the fields, enemies were getting closer. Their hearts were set on stealing and destroying. Job's peace was about to be interrupted.
Master, the Sabaeans attacked and stole all the oxen and donkeys. They killed the servants. I alone escaped to tell you.
As Job was still trying to understand the bad news, something even more shocking happened. The skies opened up and fire came down. It wasn't just people attacking now, it was nature itself.
Master, fire fell from the heavens. It burned the sheep and the shepherds. I alone escaped to tell you.
Another wave of loss was on the way. More raiders were approaching with speed and force, ready to take what was left. One by one, Job's blessings were being stripped away.
Master, the Chaldeans raided the camels. They killed your servants and took everything. I alone escaped to tell you.
But the deepest pain was still ahead. While Job's children laughed and celebrated, a storm was forming nearby. No one saw it coming, but it would change everything.
Master, your sons and daughters, they were feasting when a mighty wind struck the house. It collapsed. They are gone.
Grief washes over Job like a wave. He falls to his knees, his hands shaking. Tears stream down his face, but instead of cursing God, he rips his robe and shaves his head. Even after losing so much, Job stayed faithful. But Satan wasn't finished. His next attack would hit Job's health, causing deep pain both outside and inside.
Skin for skin, a man will give up everything for his own life, strike his body, and he will curse you.
Very well, but spare his life.
Job's body is now covered in painful sores. He sits on the ground, scraping his wounds with a piece of broken pottery. His face is full of pain, his body weak, yet his faith remains. His wife stands over him, arms crossed, frustration in her voice. Sometimes the people closest to us don't understand our faith. In Job's darkest moment, even his wife couldn't see a reason to keep trusting God.
Are you still holding on to your faith? Just curse God and die.
When people don't understand your faith, they will try to talk you out of it. They will tell you to give up. They will make you question everything. But Job knew something greater. He knew that faith isn't just for the good days, it's for the darkest nights.
Shall we accept only good from God and not trouble?
Job's friends came to comfort him, but sometimes comfort turns into criticism. Instead of lifting him up, they started pointing fingers, thinking they had all the answers.
Job, the innocent don't suffer like this. You must have sinned.
If you were truly righteous, God would rescue you.
Repent, and maybe God will restore you.
Job, exhausted and hurt, looks to the heavens. His voice is filled with frustration and sorrow.
Why, God? Why was I even born if I was meant to suffer like this? Have I not lived righteously? Have I not honored you? What have I done to deserve this? If I have sinned, show me. If you are just, why do the wicked prosper while the innocent suffer? I cry out to you, but you do not answer.
Job cried out with questions, confusion, and pain. But then, the storm came, and with it, the voice of God. He didn't come with answers. He came with truth, power, and perspective.
Who is this that questions my wisdom with words without knowledge? Stand up like a man and answer me. Where were you when I laid the earth's foundation? Tell me if you understand. Who marked off its dimensions? Who commands the morning? Who stores up the snow and hail for the day of battle? Do you give strength to the horse? Do you tell the eagle when to soar? Do you control the Leviathan, the great sea creature? Tell me, Job, do you understand my ways?
Job responded,
Lord, I spoke of things I did not understand, things too wonderful for me to know. My ears had heard of you, but now my eyes have seen you. I repent in dust and ashes.
Job didn't know it yet, but his story wasn't over. Even after everything he lost, something beautiful was waiting on the other side: restoration, joy, and a new beginning. And because Job remained faithful, because he did not let his suffering define his faith, God restored him. God blessed Job with double of everything he lost, twice the wealth, twice the land. But even greater, God blessed him with a new beginning. There was a time when Job thought it was over, when he sat in the dust, broken, thinking God had abandoned him. But what Job didn't realize was this: his story wasn't finished. And maybe that's where you are right now. Maybe life doesn't make sense. Maybe you feel abandoned. Maybe you feel forgotten, like your prayers go unanswered. Maybe you've lost something: your job, your health, your family, your peace. Maybe you're sitting in the middle of your storm, wondering where God is. But listen to me, your story is not over. Just because you don't understand the storm doesn't mean God isn't in control. The same God who restored Job is the same God who is working in your life right now. The same God who saw Job's pain sees yours. The same God who lifted Job out of his suffering is the same God who will lift you up. If Job had given up in the middle of his pain, he would have never seen his restoration. And the same is true for you. Don't give up. God never left Job, and he has not left you. Don't walk away from your faith. Don't let your suffering tell you who God is, because he is still good, even when life is not. I know it's hard. I know you feel tired. But hold on, because your breakthrough is coming. God is not just restoring you. He is preparing you for something greater than you can imagine. There is life after the storm. There is healing after the hurt. There is restoration after the loss. If this message encourages you, don't keep it to yourself. Someone else needs to hear this today. Hit that like button if you're choosing faith over fear, comment your favorite lesson from Job's story, and subscribe for more faith-filled videos. You never know who's going through their own Job season. Be the person who reminds them God is still in control.